Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars, presented by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators, powered on the iRacing.com service, also presented by Wicked Cushion Esports and Dirty Old Bastards. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Stephen McMillan for tonight's 305 Sprint Car. Steve, we come to the longest dirt track here on the iRacing.com service, USA International Speedway. 3/4 of a mile in distance. It's a fair way around this racetrack when it comes to 305s.
Definitely it's going to be a long way for him to go around, but you know what? It's going to be fun and excitement here.
Yeah, we've got a couple of things to go through tonight, and a big shout out to Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators as we watch qualifying on screen at the moment. But Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators for US citizens only, going to give it, for US citizens only, for the first prize is going to be giving away a Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators fan pack. Of course, we'll give you the keyword, and of course you'll have to type that in the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook chat or YouTube chat. Of course, we'll give you that keyword in just a few moments' time when we roll into the first of our, what would be, I think, about 5 or 6 heat races here at USA. John Klimowicz in car number 69 goes quick time. And then, of course, the second giveaway, and we'll explain during the warm-up session, is going to be a free 12-month subscription for a new member only. So, Steve, some prizes up for grabs here tonight for the fans that are tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV.
Definitely something for the fans to get in on. And, you know, it's great to have good sponsors like that to help promote and get stuff out, especially since iRacing is becoming so popular now.
Yes, of course, with this COVID-19 stuff, probably one of the only positives, if there is a positive to look forward to with this COVID-19 stuff, everybody being forced to go out, or not go out, but stay in lockdown at the moment. Try to look for some drivers on the racetrack who have not taken the time. Andrew Olsen, car number 42, making his way out onto the racetrack on the GoMoney.com. Car number 42, Joe Isabel, 21.165. Steve, you go back a couple of weeks ago, he picked up a podium at, I believe it was the Fairbury Speedway, so he's going to go quick time. Joe, how big is this racetrack? 3/4 of a mile, 0.75 in distance. And when you put 305 sprint cars on here, your lap times in the 20-second bracket. We'll go trackside for the first of 4 heat races. Now remember, those fan pack. The first fan pack given out by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators. What we need to see in the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook chat and the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube chat is we need to see the word Knoxville. If you put Knoxville, if you type in Knoxville, you've got a chance to win a prize pack, courteous of Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulator. As we'll go trackside to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the first of 4 heat races here at the USA International Speedway. Joe Isabel, car number 6, goes quick time, and he earns the right to start on pole for heat race number 1. On the outside of the front row, John Klimowicz in car 69 will start position number 2. Inside your second row, driving car number 20, that's Jonathan Lowe. He will start position number 3. Lining up out of position number 4 in car number 39, Jason Giblin. We go back to our third row, driving car number 714, it's Joshua Indick. He lines up alongside car number 84, Fast Brad Faria. Will start position number 6. Pretty sure this man was an absolute genius last season. Curtis Merriman, driving car number 3, will start position 7. Jeff Flero, car number 40, will start position number 8. We go back to our final 2 rows. Out of position number 9, it's going to be the 77 of Aaron Schaefer, and John Chappell will line up out of position 10. Joe Dowd out of 11th, and Jason Schoenbacher in car number 9 will start position number 12. 12 cars, Steve, 4 heats, so that's what are we looking at? About 60 for high 50s. 55 to 60 cars signed into the pit area for tonight. I'm bugging after that one, by the way, if you want to get a good chat going. Good chat. Are you pressing your wrong push to talk button again?
I am,
Yep.
and then I also got me something to eat too. So I
Okay,
was kind of like, whew.
Yep. Tell you what, I'll tell you. You keep feeding your face. I'll continue on with the broadcast. National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars. Again, keyword to type in the chat, Knoxville, for your chance to win a prize pack. Courtesy of Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulator. Of course, that'll be to the US residents only. So if you are just joining us here on Ultimate Dirt TV, make sure you're in the Ultimate Dirt TV chat and you type in Knoxville between now and the heat races when you have the opportunity, and get yourself entered into the draw for that prize pack. And then, of course, a free 12-month membership courtesy of Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulator. Again, new members only. That'll be the second prize pack that they offer here tonight, as the field is making their way slowly down this long back straightaway. We're going to turn number 3. Out of turn 4, the pace truck will move to the infield. And Joe Isabel is going to set us off for green flag action. 8 laps on the board. Pace truck is in. Joe Isabel, once he gets to the start zone, he may fire at any stage, and he is on the gas. And they're already splitting 2 and 3, 4 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Isabel, he will lead right up above the slick part of the racetrack through 1 and 2. Going to the wall, you see right at the back there, but it's for the first time, and now Jonathan Lowe going to move into second position, but on the slider line to take that line away from Jason Giblin, who moves into position number 3.
Wow, Brett, look at Joe Isabel. He's just really taken off, and he's running the slider line compared to some of the other drivers sticking to the high side or directly to the bottom.
Now we'll keep an eye on how this track, in fact, is going to progress throughout the night. Of course, these drivers, with those running above the slick line, they're actually going to move that line up to right up near the wall, and then of course that bottom side is certainly going to come back in. This track will get very slick by the end of it towards our main event, but as we watch drivers 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the moment, Jonathan Lowe, that's Jason Giblin on screen. In that number 9 machine, he's sitting in 3rd, then John Klimowicz, who rounds out the top 4 that is on screen at the moment, and it is Joe Isabel, 3 down, 5 to run. Steve here in heat race number 1. Lowe going to the top side into turn number 1 and 2. Giblin back there in 3rd, and now look at this nose to tail on the exit of turn 4. You got to really pick and choose your opportunities to try and make the pass. Oh, Giblin into the back of Lowe. Giblin half spun the car. He's now going to lose all his momentum, and now here comes Aaron Schaefer in the number 77 machine, trying to put that into the show. As look at the 3 machine, Curtis Merriman trying to make his way forward as well, but Schaefer now sticks his front wing up on the inside. They go side by side down into turn number 1.
Great action, Brett, for that 4th spot and transfer spot. And you look now, they're side by side, and they will go into turn number 3. But also the battle is going on for that 2nd spot up there, with Lowe blinking out there for a minute.
I was wondering, I went to go back up the 2nd spot, and it took me back down to about the 8th or 9th spot. So right now, Jonathan Lowe and John Klimowicz. Steve, I've just noticed the drivers running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Their first names all start with a J. So it's a J-a-thon out there.
Yes, quadruple J.
Quadruple J, but it is Joe Isabel, your leader, out of turn number 2. White flag is out. Heat race number 1 here at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars, presented by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators and Dirty Old Bastards. Joe Isabel victorious, Jonathan Lowe 2nd, John Klimowicz 3rd. 4th is going to go to Jason Giblin. Then we go back to Aaron Schaefer, 5th Curtis Merriman, Joshua Indick, Jason Schellenbacher, Joe Dowd, John Chappell rounds out the top 10, Brad Ferrier and Jeff Flero to make up a 12-car field. Remember, if you want to get in on the giveaway and have a chance at an opportunity at a prize pack presented by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulator, all you got to do is type in Knoxville in the racetrack and you are entered in. And you can keep an eye out on the Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulator's Facebook page as they announce the winner later on. Let's go trackside, heat race number 2 here at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Starting in your front row, car number 72 is Jeffrey Stewart. On his outside, and car number 22 is Jason Nygaard. Your second row inside, car number 93 is Chris Roberts. On his outside, car number 922, Brandon Kersetter. Your third row inside, it's Wally Weirden. And then Andrew Hansen will start on his outside in car number 2. Starting your fourth row, seventh spot tonight, is Justin Williams. On his outside, car number 17 is John Bragman. Starting night tonight, in car number 45, it's Brandon Igo. And on his outside, in car number 72, is James Simmons. Starting 11th is car number 20 of Derek De Silva. And on his outside, in car number 42, Andrew Olson.
All right, there we go. Heat race number 2, the Ultimate Dirt TV's starting grid here for the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. 305 Sprint Cars here at USA International Speedway. A couple of good-looking hot rods out there here in heat race number 2. And again, it'll be top 4 straight to your main event. And we'll have the preliminary mains. We'll have a dash. And then we'll finish up with your A main here tonight. Plenty of action here to come on Ultimate Dirt 3 for the rest of the week. And as we move forward to tomorrow night, we'll have more sprint cars on the show. We'll have the 410s here for DOB. And then the
where are we supposed to put in the chat?
Knoxville.
And I put it where?
In the Ultimate Dirt TV chat, Steve. In the Ultimate Dirt TV chat, whether it's Facebook and YouTube. Just one of those chats will do. We are green flag. Jeffrey Stewart going to lead Chris Roberts up on the inside of Jason Nygaard. Slide job for second. Nygaard going to peek back to the inside, down the back straight away. I'm not going to say they're thunder because they're just happily rolling and just carrying some speed and momentum down into turn number 3. Nygaard puts the slider back on Roberts. Roberts, will he get back to the inside? No, Nygaard has it, but where will Roberts go into turn number 1? Roberts goes low, and he's going to stay low. No, he tries to slide up, but he's going to go right through the slick, and he's going to lose. Oh, look out, the 17, Bragman. Yellow out, and well, we've got about 5 minutes before we go back green, Steve.
So what's that word again I was putting in chat?
All right, if you want a chance at a giveaway, Knoxville. Type in Knoxville in the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook chat or the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube chat. If you don't know where that is, go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. While you're there, hit that subscribe button. It is free. And then, of course, type in Knoxville. Your chance to be entered into the giveaway. Of course, to US residents only. Not shipping outside of America.
Ow.
Texas is outside of America, right, Steve? That's their own little country, isn't it?
It's pretty big to be called.
All right, drivers getting the 2 to green signal. It'll be 2 down and 6 to run. Again, we'll just go back to what we were talking about. Tomorrow night, DOB 410 wing sprint cars. We'll also have the Californian Lightning Sprints 360 sprint cars at 11 Eastern. That'll be after that one. And of course, Friday, Saturday night, cross-posting from the Speed Shift TV UMP Modifieds up on the program first. And I believe it'll be a $500 to win race. But, Steve, the only problem with that is we're coming back to USA.
Hey, Brett, you know what? The problem of it is you put down this track so much. You don't like it. Broadcast it. Guess what happened to you this week?
But it was the same, I think, last week or the week before. I was at Eldora every week. It's like I can't get away. It's like everyone just must make their schedule the same or look the same because I guarantee in a week or two's time, I'm going to be at the same track, and I guarantee it's going to be Knoxville. Not Knoxville, the Grove.
Hey, because everybody calls me, says, Steven, what you running that? I said, I'm running USA. They're like, okay, we'll put it all on our schedule.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm almost tempted to believe that, you know.
It's almost believable.
What's the one track Brett hates? USA. Sweet, we're going there.
Yep, we're going. Green flag is out for the restart. Jeffrey Stewart On the loud pedal, gets a good little jump on car number 22, Jason Nygaard, to go into turn number 1. Nygaard to the outside. The 72, Jeffrey Stewart, ran the slider line, exits turn number 2 on the high side, down the back straightaway, single file throughout the field. Chris Roberts currently running that 3rd spot. Brandon Kerstetter running the final transfer spot. Down the front straightaway, caution back out on the racetrack.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Caution flag number 2, and I believe that might have been James Simmons who had to do or have something to do with that. He's back on pit road. Let's see if we can't bring up a Wicked Cushion instant replay. And yep, I've already picked on where the incident occurred as we take a look here at the Wicked Cushion instant replay. Just gets a little sideways, but then also got a tap from behind by the number 2 car of Andrew Hansen. These cars, Steve, once you get them a little out of shape, it takes a fair way or some time to get these cars back up to what is like race speed, I guess we'll say.
That's right. It takes a lot. It takes around about half a lap to get them back up to speed, and especially when contact is made, it gives, you got to think they got about half a lap to gain it back, the momentum to even get going. And then you got to pray something happens to you up front so that way you can make a move later on in the race. Basically right now at the start of the race is where you got to make your move in these heat races.
Only the top 4 will advance from the heat straight into the main event. Everybody else will have to run a C and B main. And Steve, I got the opportunity last night to run their Pro Late Model Series, their Crate Late Model Series. Pro Late Models at Limaland it was.
Guess where we're going next week?
Limaland?
Limaland next Sunday. Or this Sunday.
Yeah, but that's fine. I can handle Limaland because that's only a short racetrack.
Laps per series?
Anyhow, but
I'm just, I'm just trying to get Bert mad. He knows what I'm doing.
But I ended up finishing 2nd last night, which was
oh, look at you!
And you know what? We're gonna have a massive flex moment here on Monday night my time, so Monday morning American time. I ran a fixed super late model series, and would you believe I won it?
Wow, that means left racing.
3. Sorry, there was 2. Me and the pace car. My bad.
All right, pace truck pulls off. Speaking of pace truck, green flag back out. Jeffrey Stewart, he's on the loud pedal. We go to turn number 1. Good start this time from Nygaard. Nygaard goes directly to the top. Stewart's going to slide up to the top. Now, what that's going to do with Stewart run the slider line, Brett, it's going to slow his momentum down. And look at the 22 now. Slide jump close as they exit turn number 4. Checker flag. Jeffrey Stewart, your winner. Jason Nygaard comes home 2nd. Chris Roberts 3rd. Brandon Kerstetter 4th. That's your top 4 transferred. Wally Reardon 5th.
And whoever else finished 6th on back.
Right. We quit.
I have the same problem on my screen, and also it happened last night when I had Ricey in the booth with me for some midgets around here. That was...
Y'all racing little people?
Yeah, Rico was out here. I mean, the not the real Rico, but these virtual Ricos. I know they're midgets, speed cars, depending on what you want to call them. But same thing happened last night, with yellow flags. What these drivers have got to be mindful of as well, Steve, is that there is a time limit on these races. Yeah,
and if these cautions take so long, the time limit will creep up on you to just be checker flag before it's all said and done. But you know what time it is?
What time is it, Steve?
It's time for your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right, heat race number 3 here at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars, presented by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators and Dirty Old Bastards. Heat number 3, your lineup looks like this. Wavy Davy, David Flick in car number 56. That is the fake 56. We all know that I am the real 56. David Flick will start on pole. On his outside, driving car number 5, it's Kyle Stoltz. Inside your second row, driving at car number 00, it is the buckshot. Billy Brickley will start position number 3. On his outside in car 37, Jeremy Isabel. Lining up at a position number 5, driving caliber 94, Billy Bowman, and Ryan Smith will line up at a position number 6. I'm going to go with Dante Brown will start position 7. Tyler Henselman will start position number 8. At a position 9, it's Dustin Sargent. Then we go back to Ray Ross and Ron Meister.
Well, I hope Dante wins because I like that name.
Dante Brown?
Dante. I like Dante.
Yeah, don't you tell me what to do.
Dante. Don't ya?
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't ya? All right, lights are off on the pace track. We're 2 by 2. And we're going to go green flag race.
What are we laughing at, Steve? What are we laughing at?
I'm laughing at you when you say when your mic's closed.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Steve. I would never do such a thing.
The funny thing is, you would never do such a thing as you claim, but I know differently. All right,
and again, I'm clueless to what you're talking about, Steve. Again, just quickly type in the word Knoxville in the Facebook and YouTube chat for your chance to be entered into a Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulator prize giveaway. All yours, Steve.
And the hammer's going to be dropped now. It's racing. And the 56 car, David Flick, good start. He's going into turn number 1. He's going to run the middle groove, slide it up onto the high side. Right now, your battles for the 2nd and 3rd spot. It's Kyle Stoltz and Billy Brinkley. As it goes, I'm looking. Shut up, Brett.
What are you telling me to shut up for, Steve? We're just trying to commentate a race here, buddy. Watching the double O. Watching Billy Brickley in that 00 machine. The buckshot was pretty good in the opening round of the series. Picked up a podium as he tries to get to the inside on Kyle Stoltz on the exit of turn number 4. But Stoltz got the momentum on the top side. Brickley went through the slick. So 2 in, 6 to run here in heat race number 3. It is David Flick out in front ahead of Kyle Stoltz. Billy Brickley on screen. Then we go back to the 21 of Ryan Smith in that 4th and final transfer position. But here comes Tyler Henselman. Started deep in the field. Position number 8, I think it was. And now he's up to position 5. And he's still got 5 laps left to run to make a move to get into the main event, Steve.
He does, but I don't really think, unless something really happens here. See, he goes to the bottom of the exit of turn 2 down there. It gets really loose, so he's going to lose momentum. But look out. The battle for 2nd spot, Brett, is he... Why didn't you say that on there?
What? Say what on there? Don't know what you're on about, Joe. I don't know what you're on about, Steve. There's Kyle Stoltz, and here goes Brickley to the inside. Slide job into turns 3. Clears him, Stoltz. Got on the brakes to stop from making contact with the rear nerf bar of the 00 machine. Brickley stays upstairs. Stoltz now with a slide of his own into turn number 1 and 2. Great racing here at USA for 305 sprint cars of all cars. Brickley going to put the move back on Stoltz into turn number 3 and 4. Feel free to chime in whenever you like, Steve, if you hit that correct push to talk button.
And look, they're still not done battling out. Coming out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. You got Brickley. I can't do this. Not when you do it. Down the front straightaway, 2. White flag is out. Brett, stop. I don't even know what lap we're on anymore.
1 lap to go. Oh, good fun here in the booth. David Flick out of turn number 4. Going to get the checkered flag in heat number 3. Billy Brickley home in 2nd. Kyle Stoltz in 3rd. 4th is going to go to Tyler Henselman, just home ahead of Ryan Smith home in 5th. Billy Bowman, Dustin Sargent, Ron Meister, Dante Brown, and Jeremy Isabel to round out the top 10. That will conclude heat race number 3 with our 4th and final heat race coming up. And again, if you want to be entered into the giveaway to potentially win a prize pack from Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators, all you've got to do is type in Knoxville in the Facebook chat. Knoxville. Knoxville.
Yeah, what chat?
In the YouTube or Facebook for Ultimate Dirt TV chat.
All right.
All right, let's go trackside to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the fourth and final heat race of the night.
All right, starting your front row. Car number 2 is Bryce Bailey on his outside. And car number 34 is John Klimowicz. Klimowicz. Yeah.
Klimowicz Jr. John Klimowicz Jr.
There you go. See there? Your second row inside is Rady Streams. I can't. You make me laugh too much. You gotta stop.
I'm not saying anything!
They're gonna think I'm nuts out here.
They do!
They do because of you.
What do you mean?
What
do you mean for Nathan Steen?
Nathan Steen outside. Your third row inside is who, Brett?
Anthony Marfuglio.
And on the outside, starting 6th night is who?
Richie Preston. Cameron Hennigan starts position 7. I'll finish it off. Tyler Grafton at a position number 8. Robert Boggs position 9. Ryan Nielsen position 10. And Tyson Landis out of position number 11.
All right, lights are out on the pace track. We're going to green flag racing out of turn.
You gonna be good for this one, Steve?
I'll be good if you.
If I what?
Nice.
Hey. Are you implying I'm not nice?
No, you're nice, but I don't know what to say. All right, Bryce Bailey getting some room from him into the pace track as they're 2x2 double file. They go into turn number 3. The pace track's going to pull off on the exit turn number 4, and we're fixing to go green flag racing for heat race number 4. Top 4 going to the feature, directly to the feature. Green flag is out. Good start there for Bailey. As we go into turn number 1, he goes directly to the high side. The 56 car following pursuit, and you look right now, there's 2 wide back there, right about for 6th and 7th, Brett.
Yeah, around that spot, we're actually right above this 5-6 car pack right now as they went single file, but the 62 machine of Tyler Grafton up on the inside of Nathan Steen, and he's not going to be able to make that pass. Anthony Marfuglio back there in that 238 machine, running right through the slick there on the exit of turn number 2. Not the way you want to get around here, especially in a 305 sprint car. Of all cars, Steve, Bryce Bailey leads by 1.2 seconds already, and that gap is certainly going to extend as he drives away off into the sunset. 1.3 after 2 laps only. Make sure you got that right push to talk button, Steve, as we watch Shreves and Klimowicz Jr. And also Richie Preston as he nearly gets into the back of Klimowicz into turns 3 and 4. Preston now looking almost to the inside. Will he go for the dive bomb into turn number 1 and 2? No, he stays upstairs knowing that he's got a transfer spot on lockdown. If he happens to finish 4th, Steve, they're going to start position 16 in tonight's main event. That is a long way back.
Definitely, as these drivers are running the high side, you see Preston on exit 2 then try to cut down low on the exit, and just really, the car gets really loose. So right now, they're all on the high side getting that moisture. Probably in the future race, you're going to see drivers at the very, very bottom, right next to the inside wall with that little moisture that's left, because they're going to use this high side up.
Yeah, they are. And again, you know, that, like I said, that bottom side is going to certainly come back into play right now, but the drivers make their way into turn number 1 and 2. Bryce Bailey continues to lead this field all the way through 1 and 2. Randy Shreves back there in 2nd. Then you go back to John Klimowicz Jr. in that 34 machine. Can he advance anymore? So Steve, basically the top 4 the way, if they finish like this, their starting positions are fairly easy. 4, 8, 12, and 16.
Yay. Hey, look at him. The top 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. You can throw a blanket over him. Look at Preston. Tries again to exit mid-track at turn number 2, but they go into turn number 3. They all follow in line, running that high side. Preston at car number 20.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, Steve. I had to catch you off. I'm going to let you look at the Facebook chats for that one. You understand why I laugh, but Bryce Bailey down into 3 and 4. He's going to come out at turn 4. He's going to be victorious by nearly a full straightaway. 2nd is now going to be a close battle between Shreves. I think Shreves just gets there Ahead of Richie Preston home in third and John Klimwick's in fourth. Then we go back to Nathan Stain, Tyson Landis, Tyler Grafton, Anthony Marvuglio, Cameron Hennigan, and then I'm not sure who finished back there in 10th, but what do you got to say about that one, Steve? Now, you see what I was talking about?
This is the thing, y'all have ganged up on me. That's okay.
I haven't ganged up. Hey, hang on.
You just wait till after this race. I'll get Ricey. You don't worry about that. I'll get Ricey.
Yeah, that was Ricey, not me. Just remember that.
Love you, Ricey. Actually, we should bring Ricey in the booth so he can do his little SpongeBob laugh.
Ricey, get in here now. All right, let's go trackside for your C main. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Yes, that's right. 12 laps, top 4 to the feature Brett.
All right, starting on pole of your C main in car 42, that'll be Andrew Olsen. Ron Meister will start position number 2. Anthony Marvuglio will start position number 3. Position 4 will be Joe Dowd, lining up at a position number 5. It's going to be John Bragman. Dante Brown will start position 6. Cameron Hennigan at a position 7. John Chappell lines up at a position number 8. Then we go back to Andrew Hansen and Jeremy Isabel to round out the top 10. We look at Ryan Nielsen in 11th, Brad Faria in 12th. 13th is Derek De Silva, Ryan Ray at a position 14. Robert Boggs at a position number 15. 16th is going to be Jeff Flero and James Simmons to round out 17-car field. Here for your C main. And it is 12 laps. The top 4 going to go through. And in fact, I can tell you Joe Dowd did not grid. Neither did Ray Ross. So, in fact, we'll put 15 cars on the racetrack with only 4 going through.
4 going through, and you see the pace truck leading them out of turn number 2 down the back straightaways. They're 2x2 double filed all the way to the back, and we're going to go 12 laps top 4 to the B main. Brett, it is going to be one hell of a
Yeah, that indeed it is. And again, these drivers are going to be wary of also the time limit that has been placed on this race. How long is it?
9 minutes.
So if they can't do 12 laps in 9 minutes, and again, these caution flags that continue to sort of plague us throughout USA and broadcasted races. Every time there's a caution flag coming up, they're going to lose about 3 or 4 minutes. But look at the battle already on for second and third. Marvuglio and Meister car into the wall in the back straight away. We go yellow.
And they're 3 wide into the wall. Hey, James.
That didn't take long.
Ricey.
What's up?
Third person into the booth.
That's right.
Sounds like he's just woken up.
No.
Ricey, did you just wake up? Hey, Ricey, what they all got put in this chat?
Knoxville.
And what chat they put it in, Ricey?
Yeah. What he...
Ricey, what chat did we put Knoxville in?
Ultimate Dirt TV, Facebook, and YouTube.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the mouth of James Rice.
The mouth from the South Australia.
Out of the South Australia, that's right. It's pretty big and wide open 99% of the time. And that's where he's supposed to do his laugh, and he didn't say do it.
What are we laughing at, Steve?
James Rice. Nothing. So make sure you type in Knoxville in the chat for the giveaway, the Ultimate Dirt TV chat, or the YouTube chat. If you go to YouTube, this is youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing. couple of weeks back, we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube with Ultimate Dirt TV. We'd like to thank all of you watching on YouTube for tonight's race with the Dirty Old Bastards. That's right, Ricey. Now, he topped in Knoxville. He just didn't read the rules.
And what are those rules, Steve?
You got to be in America to win.
From the United States of America? Or the United States of Australia?
United States of America.
Okay, alright. Oh, damn. I'm ineligible.
Pace truck looking to pull off for Mexico. Green flag racing. Robert Boggs on the lap pedal. He gets a good start there. They kind of bunch up second on back. Down into turn number 1. Oh, that's Andrew Olson, isn't it? The leader.
Yes, that would be Andrew Olson.
Yeah, ATVL just went crazy there because I had someone else there. Oh, well. And we got car upside down. Caution, we didn't even make a lap.
This C-Main is about to run out of time. We look at Ron Meister, the 31 machine, upside down. Oh, that's the wrong...
3 minutes of counting.
And wrong animation. I was about to bring up the Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for a Wicked Cushion instant replay. Go figure, right?
it's
anyone
for that.
Anyone would think this is my first time. It's my first time. Oh, yeah, he just got hooked in the right rear there. Flipping around. So, Steve, why don't you go through and take a look at our... Take a look. Talk us through our Wicked Cushion instant replay.
Sure, why not? As you see, he does some do-si-doing, spinning around, and... Brett knows I can't see the replay, so that's the reason why I said, why don't you tell me about it? He wants me to tell you, but he knows I can't see it. Oh, this is the reason why me and Brett have so much fun on broadcast, folks. Thank you for tuning in tonight's Ultimate Dirt TV with the Dirty Old Bastards.
What better way to have a bit of fun on a Wednesday night? What are we looking at, Steve? About 3 more minutes left?
We got a little under 2 minutes left of the C-Main until we pack it up and go home. Well, not us, but fifth on back.
The virtual drivers. Because if they don't make the top 4, so yeah, 5th on back, they're bye-bye. See you back next week, boys.
But right now, car number 42, Andrew Olson continues to lead with Anthony in second.
Anthony who, Steve?
I don't know now. The whole score is going crazy.
Anthony who?
I got lucky on that one. Marvergulo, whatever. He knows I can't say it, so he's made me say it. Last time I was on here, didn't I say that name sound like a what? Was that...
No, that was the Klimowicz. Something it might have been.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that was. All right, we're going to go green flag racing. Lights out of the face truck. 2 laps down in the books. 12 to go. 10 to go. Green flag. Is that we're racing again here at USA Raceway in the C-Main. As you see, the 42 Andrew also goes to the high side. Good start there for Anthony. And car number 238, Dante Brown, currently in that 3rd spot. And the final transfer spot is John Bragman in the 17. John Campbell is in 5th. So he's on the outside looking in. And right now it shows him in that 4th spot. Andrew Hisson actually is now shown in 5th. Brett?
Yeah, Hanson in that 2 machine. In fact, I believe he was the one that actually got into the back of... who was it that went around early on in the night? It might have been... I don't know who it was, but Yellow is out, and well, I think this race is about to be declared. Who did he get into the back of?
Oh, to be declared. Okay.
Yeah, declared. You know, we're going to call the race. It's finished.
That's right. That's right. James Rice is in the booth. He is your SpongeBob impersonator. He makes sure he entertains all the little boys in Australia with his life.
That is so wrong.
I so want to kick you from this booth right now.
Alright, the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame in the Museum C-Main. Steve, how long we got left of this one? Because it's about...
Well, we got Actually, 9 minutes and 51 seconds in it. And probably because cautions don't count.
Well, I dare say we might have a one-lap sprint to the end.
Maybe.
Pretty
What do you say,
sure
Rossi?
that's how it works.
Rossi.
What?
Oh, no. You gotta talk with us. Come on, entertain us.
He's gone on shy. He's camera shy at the
Don't
moment.
pout. Don't pout, Rousey.
Rousey?
Rousey.
James Rousey? Is Rondi your wife, Rousey?
All right, as you know what we're fixing to go do, Pace Truck still has the lights on, so we're going to go another lap. That's for sure here at USA Raceway.
Were you thinking we'll go on a lap early, Steve?
I was just trying to help us out.
See, you need this kind of quality entertainment to get you through these pace laps here.
You do.
55-second lap times what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah. So, Rossi, tell us about driving a 305 sprint car.
Me, I don't really
Yeah.
like them that much. But
They're too slow for him.
yeah, but 305s around USA, it's you know, I think me and Brett have got it handled down, don't you?
Well, I think I go alright in them. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. Just got to hold it flat and turn left.
Well, lights are out. We're fixing to go green flag racing. Olsen and Anthony, 1 and 2 green flags out. Good start for them two. As you see, Olsen going to the high side. Anthony running a middle groove, sliding up. He will exit turn number 2 on the high side as the first 4 single file down the back straightaway, Brett. Here we go. We start to see the 5th spot. Now we're 3 wide for a minute. Contact made, and we kept it going. Sticker flag is out for Andrew Olsen. Anthony Dante Brown. No, they're still racing, Brett. Why you tell me checker? This white flag.
This is the second. This is the second final lap. I've been told. Now it's a checkered.
Lap.
Now it's a checkered flag.
All right. You sure?
Checkered now. Positive. That was my fault. I blame that one. I'll take blame on that one. That wasn't Steve's fault.
Right.
I'm not going to make Steve look silly on that one.
He already does at the moment as it is.
I see.
All right, your B main for the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars, presented by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators and Dirty Old Bastards. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for 12 laps. Again, around USA. Starting on pole, it's going to be Aaron Schaefer and Wally Reardon will line up at a position number 2. Ryan Smith at a position 3. Nathan Stain at a position number 4. Position 5, it'll be Curtis Merriman. Position 6, Justin Williams. Billy Bowman lines up. Position 7, Tyson Landis lines up at a position number 8. Joshua Indick will line up at a position 9. Brandon Igo at a position 10. Dustin Sargent at a position 11. Tyler Grafton lines up position number 12. 13th, Jason Schoenbacher will line up alongside Andrew Olsen at a position number 14. Anthony Marvuglio, Dante Brown at a 15th and 16th. And John Bragman in car 17 out of position number 17. Steve, we're going to put 8 cars from this into the main event to make up a 24-car field. Good chat on that one. I think he's pressing his wrong push to talk button again. Either that or he's having a bite to eat. What are you having, Steve? What are you eating?
Sponge.
Sponge cake.
Did I miss? Did I miss the start?
No, I just said, what are you eating?
Oh, I wasn't eating this time. I was getting some drink. I just figured Ricey would, gave the start.
Just take it and pick up the slacks, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was hoping for. But here we go. Fixing to go Greek pace truck pulling off. Aaron Schaefer, our next time by. Brett loves me. Ricey, you're supposed to have me back here.
That was all Steve's doing.
That's all on myself. I was gonna let him go green.
Try and get an extra lap and try and get a head start on the timer, eh?
You're right. And this is the thing, we emphasize cautions tonight because Brett just hates cautions at USA. So why not just emphasize it? It's more funnier for both of us, and funnier is a word. But make sure you type in Knoxville in that chat. Get yourself in that drawing.
After this B main, we're going to have a new word to type in to get a chance to, and this is for new members only. So if you're not a member of iRacing and you're thinking, hey, this looks pretty cool to run in, we're going to get a new word, and you could get 1 year free membership courtesy of Tim Sims.
And we're off into the races. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. B-main action. As you see right now, is Aaron Schaefer with the lead. Yes, out of exit turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're 3 wide for that second spot.
Yeah, they're all working high and low, Steve. They're just trying to find a bit of moisture on the racetrack. But it is Aaron Schaefer who leads down into turn number 1 and 2. Reardon and Smith side by side. And so we've got a good battle on for that second and third spot, Steve.
Second and third is a handful right now, especially in that 4th spot. Look, even Tyson Landis now up to 3rd. Oh, no, he's back.
Yeah, I think he might have caught that inside wall. Yeah, that was it's a very tough going, this racetrack, especially on the bottom side. You know, you've really got to be, on and off the throttle. Sometimes you don't want to be getting your rear wheels in that slick part to where you just spin the tires. And now Landis, he's made the choice to go upstairs. Who is working down low now in that number 15 machine? It's Brandon Igo. And if he gets a clear run on the bottom side, there is every chance that Brandon Igo is going to potentially finish inside the top 3. I'm calling it right now. Car upside down.
Well, this is things up, and it goes again. Keep it going.
That was spectacular.
Yep, he's off the track. But right now, you see, all these drivers run the high side, so someone has to run the bottom side to get out of the racing line and to try something. And you got to look at Tyson Landis as he slides on up, tries to take that 5th spot. Now they're 2 wide. Oh, 1. Oh, Tyson Landis in the wall. He's stuck there on the back straight.
Yeah, that's a big F moment there for Tyson Landis. He was inside the top 8 transfer positions, and it was just that one. It was the one car that got awfully sideways there on the exit of turn number 2, and that caused the chain of effect for Landison checking up. And well, unfortunately for Tyson Landis, that is his night done and dusted.
Yes, it's definitely done and dusted. Hello, Patricia. Yeah, Brett's been bullying me all night. He's been saying bad things in my ear, knowing y'all can't hear it.
I would never do such a thing.
Patricia.
I would never do such a thing.
You're going to have to get on to him after this. He just made me all look. Yeah, get on to him, Patricia.
No, why don't you just look after Steve? Steve is claiming that, Steve, you're being a bully right now.
I'm being a bully.
Yeah. You're saying I'm doing all these things. I would never do such a thing, Steve. I'm not like that.
You're acting like a dirty old.
I don't know, Steve. Who puts these races on?
Dirty old bastards!
Oh, he loves it. National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars. Round, I want to say 3, maybe 4. It'll be one of the 2. If it's 3, it'll be 4 next week, obviously. That's the way they go. Lights to go out on the pace truck. It'll be 5 down, 7 to go.
Well, those yellow blinkers are off, and we're going green. Now, you saw a couple drivers try the bottom groove there in the last couple of laps of the last little stint we was running. But pace truck pulls, takes them down the back straightaway. Brett, quit yawning. It's not tired.
What?
Yes, y'all. He's yawning in my ear.
No.
Y'all. Ricey.
Yawn.
Alright, when they go green, what you gonna do? Laugh. I'll tell you when. Ready, Rossi? Go! Go, Rossi!
Stitched up. Green flag is back out, 7 to run. Here in the B main, Schaefer going to lead Reardon and Williams at top 3. And we go back to Smith, Merriman rounding out the top 5. Grafton, Bowman and Bragman in that 17 machine. He started position 17, Steve. And he is now up to position number, what could be 7 here on the exit of turn number 4. But no, back to 8. So he's moved up 9 spots, Steve.
Yes, Jonathan Bragman in that 8th spot. Billy Bowerman is in 7th right now. Oh, one car into the inside, walling around he goes. That was Billy Bowerman there. And car number 94 will continue to go racing. As you look right now, Schaefer out at turn number 4, down the front straightaway. A good sizable lead over Justin Williams. Justin Williams going to the bottom in turn number 1, going to run that little slider line. And you see Schaefer there protecting himself, run the middle groove. Here we go, 2 wide for that 4th spot into turn number 3. Look at the 21, Ryan Smith, almost making it in 2nd. And he's going to fall back into the 4th spot down the front straightaway.
Just keeping an eye on the 17 here, John Bragman and also Brendan Igo carrying the wall. That's the 21 machine. Everybody trying to duck down low to avoid that car into the outside wall. They all managed to make it through. Bragman now up to 5th. Igo still in that 8th and final transfer spot. But here comes Dante Brown, Jason Schauenbacher as well, back up to position number 8. And, well, Steve, we've only got 2.5 to go this time by.
That's right, 2 to go. And Patricia's sticking up for you, Brett. She said you have a baby. That's the reason why you're tired.
Well, it seems as though someone would be right. Not to mention with all the broadcasting I do anyway.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. We good? We good?
We're good. We're good. We're good. I just gotta find someone to defend me. Start next broadcast. I need to
stick up for yourself, Poindexter. One to go.
Yes, and we're coming to the white flag with Aaron Schaefer at car number 77. Justin Williams still in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Willie. Wow, Willie. Wally.
That was all Steve on that one. Into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Aaron Schaefer victorious. 2nd going to go to Justin Williams. 3rd across the line is going to be Curtis. In fact, it's going to be Wally Reardon. No, Curtis Merriman, then Wally Reardon. John Bragman, or they will switch. Tyler Grafton, Brandon Igo, Jason Schoenbacher to round out the 8 cars that will make it through to tonight's main event. Steve? You know what we've got left?
We're fixing to do a redraw for top 8 for the dash.
Yep, and while we're not going to listen in on that conversation, we are going to let everybody know that the 2nd prize pack for Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators is a free 12-month subscription for new members only. And they have to type in the word of, let me tell you, let me get it, hold up. You would think I would have had this sorted by now.
Well, he had a bad word. I told him he couldn't use that.
All right, so that key word is key words. I'm going to say 3 of them. In fact, it's Hall of Fame. If you type in Hall of Fame and you don't have iRacing, you have a chance to win a free 12-month membership, courtesy of Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators. Just got to type that in the chat right now, and then you are good to go. You alright, Steve? You feeling alright?
I'm fine.
Hey, you're trying to type Hall of Fame, aren't you?
No, I'm already a Hall of Famer.
Yes, you are.
That's right.
Yep. When did SpongeBob get introduced into the Hall of Fame? Steve Bob SquarePants. That was terrible. That really was terrible. Hey Steve, where can people watch this race?
From their house.
that would be a good implication of considering COVID-19 is in lockdown, and everybody should be in lockdown.
Definitely watch this on the Facebook. Watch it on Facebook on Ultimate Dirt TV. That's all you gotta do is type in the little search bar on Facebook, and you can watch all the broadcasts from Ultimate Dirt TV. Or you go to the Facebook page and type in, not Facebook, YouTube, and type in youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV, and make sure just hit the subscribe button while you're doing it. Doesn't cost you a thing. And drivers are fixing to get on the track as we speak.
I would love it if you all raced every night, at least 1 or 2 races a night. We do a wonderful job. See that, Steve? Apparently we do a wonderful job.
Who says?
Patricia.
Oh.
I'm just reading what was written to us. All right, just trying to figure out who's on pole here. Looks like it is going to be written. No, I don't have the sound on. Randy Shreves, Jason Nygaard, and the 2 machine. That looks to be Bryce Bailey alongside David Flick, Jonathan Lowe, Jeffrey Stewart. I want to say Billy Brickley, and I'm going to go with Joe Isabel, who finishes up this 8-car field. Steve, 6 laps on the board. No yellows in this one.
6 laps on the board. Look at Bailey going to the bottom in car number 2. Oh, we got wrecking in the back, and here they go. But out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. No cautions in this. As you look at Jason Nygaard currently running in that 3rd spot, Brett. Out of turn number 4. Car number 2 going to lead the first lap of this dash.
I think Bryce Bailey's going to win this one. Just quietly. What? Probably a safe bet at the moment here, considering that he's got at least some 5-6 car length lead over the second place driver Jonathan Lowe. But tell you what, Billy Brickley started from that 4th row inside as he puts the slider there on Jason Nygaard. We complete lap number 2.
That's right. Look at Jason Nygaard trying to run the middle groove, slides on up as he will exit turn number 2 on the high side down the back straightaway. Brett, the exiting of the turns are getting treacherous for these drivers. They got to take it easy, or they could easily spin out these cars.
Yeah, that bottom side is getting very slick, but again, that top side, that's probably the place to be at the moment. Even a top 1 and 2, right up on that cushion all the way through 1 and 2. And just as you go down into turn number 3, just put it down to the low side, right where, not where Jonathan Lowe is. You want to be right up on the inside wall, I reckon.
Yeah.
Ooh, low. He's staying low there.
That's when you dip it low, pick it up slow.
Just don't be doing a bit of do-si-do.
Down the back straightaway. Bryce Bailey with the tremendous lead over car number 22 of Jason Nygaard. White flag is out. 1 to go. Brett, lead us home.
I'm hoping it's the 1 to go. Otherwise, I've just steered you down a bum path. But speaking of not going down that wrong path, is Bryce Bailey going to go down low through turn number 3 and 4, and again maybe just testing the waters for that main event later on. Checkered flag, there it is from Race Control. Bryce Bailey going to get the win home ahead of Jason Nygaard in 2nd, Jonathan Lowe 3rd, 4th looks like to be Joe Isabel. Billy Brickley's actually going to run out of fuel. So imagine not putting enough fuel in, Steve.
That's gotta hurt.
All right, tell you what, we're going to take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and just psych ourselves up for the main event. Of course, don't forget, type in Hall of Fame for your chance to win a free 12-month membership for new members only in the Facebook chats or the YouTube chat. So take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. The National Sprint Car Hall of Fame in Museum 305 Sprint Car Series. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Car Series, powered by Tim Sims at Dirt Track Simulators and presented by Dirty Old Bastards. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Stephen McMillan for tonight's 30-lap main event. Steve has sent a lot of laps on this racetrack tonight, and I've sent a lot of laps this week at this racetrack. I'll be glad to finally see the back of this racetrack. In fact, I won't even be looking at it in my rear vision mirror as we take off from the Board of Thunder jet plane. But it's time to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. I have no idea. The first 8 positions are going to be incorrect.
So we could start off with row number 5.
Yep. I'll go through the 8 drivers in the redraw. We know Bryce Bailey will start alongside. Now I'm going to go from memory here. Jason Nygaard. And I have no idea who the rest of them. Joe Isabel, Jeffrey Stewart, David Flick, Jonathan Lowe, Billy Brickley, and Randy Shree. The 8 drivers. Steve, who starts in row number 5?
All right, row number 5. Starting night tonight is Jonathan Klimowicz. On his outside, car number 93, it's Chris Roberts.
Inside row 6, it's car number 5 of Kyle Stoltz. He starts alongside Richie Preston out of position number 12.
Row number 7 is going to be car number 39, Jason Giblin. On his outside, and car number 922 is Brandon Kerseter.
Tyler Heselman will start 15th. Another John Klimowicz. This is John Klimowicz Jr. starting position 16th. Honestly, that confused the hell out of me just then.
Starting your 9th row is Aaron Schaefer, and Justin Williams will start on the outside.
Curtis Merriman will start alongside John Bragman in row number 10.
Row number 11 is Wally Reardon, and Tyler Grafton will start 22nd tonight.
23rd is Brandon Igo in car number 45 with Jason Schoenbacher in that 24th spot.
Before we go, they got to type in 3 words in this chat for new people only that's new to iRacing, has a guy's subscription, but wants to get in it. What they got to do to this chat?
Type in Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame. If you don't know how to spell, look up Hall of Fame on Google. Or just look on the top of the ticker.
All right, so we're fixing to line these first 4 rows up. So green flag is out, but we're not going to take the green. The driver's got to line up. 1 lap to go. We're going to go green flag racing. As you look at Bailey and Jason Nygaard, your front row. Row number 2 is going to be car number 20. That is low. And on its outside, this ticker's going crazy.
Mm-hmm. It'll do that. It's just trying to...
It's Flick, isn't it? David Flick.
Trying to update itself.
No, Joe Isabel will start on 4th. Flick will start 5th, and the 00 Brickley will start 6th tonight. We're fixing to go green flag racing out of turn number 4. Bryce Bailey bringing us to the green flag. And car number 2. Green flag is out. A good start for Bryce Bailey down the front straightaway. You can see these cars bouncing. The track is rough when it dries up here at USA. They go into turn number 1. Bailey to the high side as he exits turn number 2 down the back straightaway. We're 2 and 3 and 4 wide in the back. As we go into turn number 3, we're 2 wide for that second spot. As you see, I can't see anything. Joe Isabel currently in 4th, running the high side. With Lowe running the bottom. Now, Lowe's going to run the bottom because, really no one else is racing there. He has to race where no one else is racing if you're going to make moves at the beginning of this race.
Yeah, Isabel in that number 6 machine for JIR there, running in 3rd. He's got pressure from Brickley. And also he's got pressure by the 20 of Jonathan Lowe. Meanwhile, tell you what, Jason Nygaard keeping up with Bryce Bailey there through turn number 1 and 2. There's only about a car length separating those two. And over the 30 laps, Steve, if we can continue to keep it clean and green, we might just see a bit of lap traffic come into play.
We might just see some lap traffic, but Jason Nygaard, he's actually running exactly where the leader is because He wants to stay up with them. That's the exit on the high side out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Look at the car was bouncing as they go into turn number 3. They're still running the middle group, run the slider. Well, they'll exit on the high side out turn number 4. They are pulled away from your third place driver, Joe Isabel, Billy Brickley of 4th, and Jonathan Lowe, your top 5.
Yeah, top 5 are strung out at the moment. They are single file, but the closest battle on screen inside the top 10 is probably this battle for the race lead. Nygaard again closing in on Bryce Bailey. Steve, it's so easy to follow someone around here, but once you get into that clean air, that's when the real test comes in for these drivers, because as I said, it's easy to follow someone. Once you take that person away, then it comes back down to the driver.
Well, what's going to take? He's sizing them up right now. And just watch in the next couple of laps, you're going to see Nygaard making a move on your race leader, Bryce Bailey, as it comes to complete lap number 7, or actually lap number 6 of 30. The drivers will exit turn number 2. First 4 spots are pulled away from the field. First and second has sizable distance over third and fourth. As you look at Nygaard, he's trying to look a little bit underneath of the 2-car Bailey. Cannot make anything happen. Loses some distance down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Bailey still running the middle groove, then sliding up on the exit of the turns. As it come out turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Now we got a battle with Joe Isabel and Billy Brickley for that 3rd spot on the racetrack. Brickley running the high side. Isabel running Brett a little. He's on the high side, but a groove away from it, basically.
How's that now? Isabel going to go upstairs. Brickley going to look for that slide job. As well, Isabel was going to try and cross underneath him, but he got that car all sorts of crossed up right in the center of turn number 1 and 2, and now he's going to lose 4th position. Brickley goes back to the top shelf. Isabel right through the middle, trying something different there in turn number 3 and 4 as Nygaard continues to put the pressure on the number 2 machine of Bryce Bailey up the front of the field, just about a car and a half width apart. Then we go back and take a look at 5th and 6th right now. Kyle Stoltz up to position number 5. David Flick now in the 6th position. And Steve, we're seeing 2 by 2 by 2. Whether it's nose to tail or nearly side by side, it's some pretty good racing here in the opening third of this feature event.
That's right, 10 laps down, 20 to go for these drivers. Bailey goes into turn number 3. He's riding it high, wide, and handsome as he exits turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Nygaard in his hip pocket, but he's hitting those bumps, Brett, and it looks like he's losing a little bit of ground.
Yeah, just watching David Flick there in the 56 machine. He's trying to keep it down low all the way around this 3/4 mile racetrack, and in fact go on board thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports, and the onboard shots are bringing you live coverage of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars. You can just see that how difficult it is to get down there and try and get those left side tires in what is very left of this racetrack.
Well, that's what you call digging it deep and selling it cheap. David Flick is something he's good at, and now he's side by side with Stoltz in turn number 3. He's slowly on the gas as he exits turn number 4. He has to have momentum and caress that throttle.
Yeah, he's really getting off the gas, and you just hear it in that motor. In fact, to go on board and really take a look at now Kyle Stoltz and how different it is to get around on the top side compared to the bottom side. So we're almost about at the halfway stage, Steve, and well, so far, and I'm going to touch a bit of wood here right now, so far clean and green, no yellows.
That's right, as Bryce Bailey, he'd be getting a halfway to go signal this time out of turn number 4 as they complete lap number 15. Nygaard starting to close in the gap on Bailey. They go as they're in turn number 1, exiting turn number 2. And, that cushion now, everybody's on that cushion. It's just for a handful of drivers that can really caress that throttle on the bottom. Bailey looked a little tight there as they exit turn number 4. That allows the 22 car to close up just a tad bit. They go to turn number 1. 2 different lines there, Brett.
Yeah, Nygaard really starting to put the pressure, so it's a bunch of twos out in front. Bryce Bailey driving the number 2 machine. Continues to lead Jason Nygaard. Billy Brickley in third. Excuse me, pulled away a bit there from Joe Isabel, who continues to ride in fourth. And then Kyle Stoltz closing in on Joe Isabel for fourth. But Steve, these lap times at the moment, best lap of the race so far, 22.708 by the driver who sits in second, Jason Nygaard. But right now, they're 0.3 of a second off what the best lap time is from Jason Nygaard compared to what they're doing right now.
Well, you know what, Brett? I was just wondering, if they got together, would they be called the Triple Twos?
No, that's Western Newell.
Well, I said if they got together.
But there's already a Triple Two. It's Western Newell.
Yeah, but he's one car. These would be two.
Just a couple of twos, all right? Just a couple of twos. So we got 11 to go this time by.
That's right, 11 to go for your race leader, Bryce Bailey. And you look, Jason Nygaard is second, Billy Brickley in third, Joe Isbell fourth, Kyle Stoltz is in fifth, David Flick in sixth, Jonathan Lowe in seventh, Chris Roberts in eighth, Jeffrey Stewart in ninth, and Randy Shreves is in 10th. That's your top 10 rundown in this future race.
Now watching Randy Shreves right now, putting the pressure there on Jeffrey Stewart into turns 3 and 4. Steve, again, the further we go back in this field, the more different unique lines that we're seeing. Again, we're seeing Stewart and Shreves actually run on the bottom side compared to, you know, what we see about Bryce Bailey and Jason Nygaard, Billy Brickley, all those type of drivers, as now Shreves is going to go upstairs.
Shreves to upstairs, and now you see Nygaard getting into the wall there as he comes down the back straightaway. Now a sizable lead for Bryce Bailey in the 2-car. Jason Nygaard still running that second spot. Third is Billy Brickley. Billy Brickley is going to have to throw some Hail Marys or hope for a caution if he wants to take any chance to contend with your race leader. As the race leader's in turns 1 and 2, exiting turn number 2 now, down the back straightaway. And Brett, if we continue to stay green, could there be fuel mileage issues? You ran the high side the whole race, could you?
No.
Well, I'm just saying, a smart person, no.
Yeah. People that might want to try and undercut the fuel situation, maybe they could, try and, put something. Try and undercut the fuel situation. But look, if you're out in front, especially at a track like USA, you're best off just putting the most in that you can and just running the absolute piss out of it.
There you go, as you see your race leader exiting turn number 2 down the back straightaway in his sights. He does see lap traffic. Will it come into play? Probably not. As he goes into turn number 3, exiting turn number 4 to complete lap number 26. 5 laps to go.
We trying to do some maths on the runway, Steve?
Well, no, I was sneezing.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You see the big lead right now for Bryce Bailey in that number 2 machine over Jason Nygaard. At Team ABR Pit Logic as David Flick out of nowhere. Steve, he's been running the bottom side, and look at that. He is now up into position number 3. He gets by the buckshot Billy Brickley into turns 3 and 4, but they go through 1 and 2. Brickley going to try and slide up to the cushion once again. I said it at the start of the night, Steve, once this track gets slick black from top to bottom, that bottom side will come back into play.
Definitely it will. You just see Flick running the bottom side, Brickley running the slider line, exiting turn number 4, down the front straightaway. The bumps right now are really hurting Brickley in a 0-0. Now, one thing you're going to tell, people are close on fuel. You're going to see them closer to the inside wall compared to the drivers that are good on fuel, running on the high side. That's one way to tell if a driver's short on fuel.
I would love to see a yellow right now. Just as they come to 2 to go, I think David Flick has every chance at winning this race if we had a yellow.
He's definitely coming on strong. Found something at the end. And you see right now, coming, we have 2 laps to go. Fixing to come to the white flag out of turn number 4. Picking up the white flag right now. It's car number 2, Bryce Bailey. Brett, bring us home.
All right, round number 3, I believe it is, the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars tonight. We are on the longest dirt track schedule here at USA International Speedway for the final time. A race for the A-Main that goes green to checker. Bryce Bailey going to come away victorious here at USA. Jason Nygaard will come home second. Third is going to be David Flick across line, and that will complete the podium. Here tonight, we'll take a look at drivers still making their way across the start-finish line. And, well, we know one car is very close on fuel. In fact, rolling across the start-finish line out of fuel. Fourth place is going to go to Billy Brickley. Kyle Stoltz rounds out the top 5. Jonathan Lowe, Chris Roberts, Jeffrey Stewart, Randy Shreves, Joe Isabel, your top 10. Tyler Henselman, Jason Giblin, Justin Williams, John Klimowicz the third, Aaron Schaefer, Richie Preston, John Klimowicz Jr., Curtis Merriman, Wally Reardon, 19 cars left on the lead lap, Jason Schoen back on the first car, back on pit road in 20th position, Brendan Kerstetter, Brandon Igo, Tyler Grafton, and John Bragman. Steve, would you ever think in your wildest dreams 305 sprint cars going the distance green to checker?
No, I never pictured it, but you know what? They did it.
Just goes to show you, you put the right guys on the right racetrack with respect out there for not only their cars, but of course the opposition's, and you can go 30 laps flag to flag. Let's go down to victory lane and chat to the driver that comes home in first place tonight and leading all 30 laps, gets a margin of 2.45 seconds. It's Bryce Bailey. Bryce, congratulations on this victory. I'm going to ask you, were you concerned at field at any stage, considering that this race went 30 green flag laps?
No, because I put way too much in for the first place. I put it in like it was a 360, which I'm glad I didn't have to deal with fuel, because that's a nightmare and a half. I've had to deal with that the past 2 races I ran, so not letting that happen again.
Well, that's one way to look at it again. Yeah, Steve and I were talking about it, and I said, just put enough in to know when you're going to finish. You never know what race is going to go green to checker. But let's talk about this racetrack. Slick from top to bottom, a cushion to lean on, a cushion that was very gnarly, and especially the bump coming out of 4. How were you able to deal with that 30 laps, consistently lap after lap?
The slider run was fast early, and then somebody said in our Discord the top was getting really fast, so I just slid up and tried it, and I gapped him, and then I kept going at it, and then I think Jason got into the wall or something, and then that gave us a comfortable margin to not have to risk anything.
Were you worried about the bottom side coming back in at any stage? Because David Flick, who sort of come out of sort of nowhere, he ended up getting a third spot here tonight. In fact, he was running on the bottom side and doing lap times very similar to yours, if not a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I knew the bottom was going to come in, but the top was I was really comfortable on the top, and my set was very comfortable on the top, so I just stayed there and didn't want to break a rhythm.
All right, well, look, congratulations on the victory here at USA for the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum 305 Sprint Cars, presented by Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators and Dirty Old Bastards. We'll let you get back to celebrating with your team, but before we let you go, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes the wheels turn on this number 2 machine?
BSN Sports, Brett Casterline, Joe Isabel for making all my paints, JR Motorsports for all the setup that work they do, and you guys and DOB for doing all this.
All right, there we go. Bryce Bailey home in first place tonight. Steve, you're chatting with our second place driver of Jason Nygaard.
Well, Jason, congratulations. Second place finish. A couple of mistakes kind of held you back from battling at the end with the winner, Bryce Bailey. But first questions first. If I go to Facebook jail tonight, are you going to get me out?
I have no idea.
Shared this sucker out, this broadcast out. Let me tell you, bud, if I'm in jail, you know where to find me. But anyway, congratulations. Green to checkered, no cautions. What a race, and what did you think?
Oh, it was a fun race. It really was.
Well, you got into the wall, was it turns 1 and 2 for about, 5 or 6 laps?
I got on the wall a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, and I think I went from about maybe a half a second behind Bryce to like 2 seconds, and it
Yeah.
just stayed there.
You ever think about running the bottom right next to the inside
Uh,
wall?
nah, because I think the key with the 305s here is to keep the momentum up, and running that middle high line was working the whole race. So I was just basically following Bryce and waiting for him to make a mistake.
Well, you did a great job, and last time I was in the booth with the Dirty Old Bastards with Brett. You finished.
Um, uh,
Yeah. So maybe this should be a thing.
let's
ladies
go.
and ladies and gentlemen, coming on with second place, Jason Nygaard. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people watching who your sponsors?
I gotta thank Alex at Team ABR, CSI Shock, the Pit Logic app, Next Gen Fab, Wicked Cushion, Dirt Armada, Brent and Steve, you guys for broadcasting, and Chris Roberts for the league.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming on in second place is Jason Nygaard. Go throw it back to Brett Wheeler, and he has your third place.
No, I don't. Don't try and throw me under the bus. He's not in the Discord, so we are going to wrap things up here. Jeez. See, I was already about 4 steps ahead of you, Steve.
You know what? You lead a blind man into a wall. You know that?
Yeah.
He's like, huh?
Well, Stevie Wonder could have seen what you were trying to do there, Steve.
I don't know anymore. I don't know after tonight.
Tell you what, you can take a night off. Have the rest of the night off, Steve. Let's go racing. What do you reckon?
All right.
All right, I want to thank Steve McMillan for joining me in the booth, and of course, special guest making a couple of words, couple of sentences, appearances here tonight, Mr. James Rice. But of course, a big shout out, of course, to the National Sprintcar Hall of Fame and Museum, and of course, a big thanks to Tim Sims at Dirt Track Simulators again. Make sure you head over to their Facebook page, give them a like and a follow. Thank you very much for entering the giveaway. Jay, thank you very much for those 200 stars in total. Appreciate it, brother. I'll probably have another stream up shortly just to do some racing. But again, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night from USA.